Hey, Team Ambition Northeast, congratulations and thank you very much for signing up for the next round of the Accountability Partner Project. It is so awesome. For our veteran teammates, you guys know it's an amazing project, and thanks again for signing up for the next round. For our newer teammates, I know you might be a little nervous or skeptical or anxious or you don't know what to expect, and that's totally cool. But to realize that we have a bunch of people that are signing up for the next round of this is their third time. So if they're doing it repeatedly, it's an awesome thing. Think about that, okay? So a lot of you are wondering, what exactly is this project? So first of all, let's understand why we're doing it. All right. In order to keep your health results, whether you're trying to lose weight or gain muscle or just look better or just have more energy, you have to also identify what's going on up here and fix things so that you don't go back to the unhealthy you from prior to getting on board with our team. Makes sense, right? Well, oftentimes when we do diets or whatever other kind of fads that are out there, or you just run and go join the gym, you will get a short temporary result, and then you put the weight back on, or you lose your muscle, or you quit the gym, or whatever else it is, because you never fixed and learned what's going on up here. So we call this personal development. And you want to basically become the best version of you possible and also keep your results. And one way that our team, Team Ambition Northeast, the way we do it is we will read books, and we have positive reinforcement, we have accountability, and all these other things that you guys have already started to hear about. And you're now going to kind of put all the pieces of the puzzle together right now with this project. So basically where we start is everybody has to have a copy of the 4 Agreements. If you don't know what this book is, let me know right away. Private message me and I will share it with you. But it's called the number 4 Agreements. And I always recommend to everybody, because I'm always trying to help everybody save money, to check with your local library first. You can usually get it on CD, or you can get the hard copy. Or if you want, you can go buy the book at a local bookstore. You can download it. I have it downloaded into my phone, and I just listen to it over and over again. You can get it on your Kindle. There's a lot of different options, all right, but it's definitely worth it. The next thing is you're going to be broken off into triads, you with 2 other people. I choose the partners based on certain strategies. It's not, who I'm trying to match people up with, like personalities or something. It's more like, who do I think will be able to benefit each other based on what little knowledge I have of certain people and how much knowledge I have of others. There will be at least 1 veteran in every triad, probably 2. All right, and there's nothing wrong with that, because we're going to be matched up with different people that we haven't been matched up with before. I purposely try to match up our new teammates with people that they don't know. I will be included in this project also. All right, so the next step is the 3 of you will get connected, and I'll help you do that. You will have your first meeting via Zoom chat right away, and you guys will coordinate when that happens. And the first meeting will be a get to know each other kind of meeting. Talk about each other's lifestyles, what your goals are, and also what your schedules are, because you're also going to pick out what day and time works best for all of you to have your once a week Zoom meeting to discuss the book. And that way it's a comforting thing knowing that you'll be able to pick and choose what works best for you. The next thing is you're going to have accountability from these 2 people. So what does that mean? Well, you will be doing what we call daily method of operations, and you're going to have 5 of them, all right, DMOs. And basically what that means is you're going to have 5 tasks that you have to do every morning by 9 a.m. And some people go, ugh, I don't have time to do extra stuff in the morning. Sure you do. Get up earlier. Well, Dan, I'm not a morning person. I'm not a morning person, okay? I'm still not a morning person. I'm a very late night person, so getting up early in the morning, not my thing, and I do it. Why? Because I want this. All right? I trusted the process, and I got insane results from doing this. So get out of your comfort zone. Go get uncomfortable. Get up earlier. Well, Dan, I have a bunch of kids, and I can't do it. Get up earlier. That's it. So everybody will have 5 DMOs. The first one is the same for everybody. All right, shakes and supplements as soon as you wake up. Boom. Everybody should be doing that anyway. If you're not doing shakes and supplements as soon as you wake up, shouldn't be on the team to begin with, let alone this triad project. All right, so that's DMO number 1. Number 2 will be to read 30 minutes of the 4 Agreements every morning. Now, some people say, I don't have time in the morning. I'm going to read it at night. You don't want to read it at night. This is not the book you want to fall asleep to at night. The idea with the DMOs is to basically prepare yourself for the day that's ahead of you. You want to be motivated and inspired, and doing it after the fact when you're fried from the day and you've been abused and smacked around, or you had a cruddy day or whatever it is. It's not the time that you want to start doing personal development. You want to wake up and set the tone for the rest of the day with the personal development that you're doing. Okay, so you're going to do it before 9 a.m., 30 minutes. Some people will ask, well, Dan, I can rip through the book real fast. I'm sure we all can, but we're not going to rip through this kind of book. It's not, a novel where there's a story to be told. This is the kind of book where you really want to take notes. I can't emphasize this enough. You want to take notes with this book. Some people are like, oh, well, it's like school. I don't want to have to do work. This isn't work. This is you helping yourself. You're going to find so much about yourself. You're going to have so many aha moments, all right? And a lot of you veterans know what I'm talking about. You're just like, wow. Okay, there's a reason why we chose this book, all right? I chose this book. My coach recommended this book to me a long time ago. And I just said, dude, I don't read ever. And he's like, read this book. And I was like, all right. Wow. It blew me away. It changed my life, all right? So you're going to take notes when you read this book. And when you're done with it, you're going to read it again. Just trust me. It's just the way it goes. And it's not like you're going to read it 30 times. You should not rip through this book right away. So it works out pretty well. All right. DMO number 3 will be something physical. My routine is I do 25 push-ups and 50 sit-ups as soon as I get out of bed, because I want to flatten my stomach more and build up some more muscle tone. Why not just 5 sit-ups and 5 push-ups? Because I can do more. I want to push myself. I want it to be enough where I'm going to get a lot out of it, and also enough where I won't, not too much where I'll never do it, if that makes sense. Why don't I do 100 push-ups? Yeah, it'll take me a long time, and I'll probably be less inclined to do them and just be really turned off. I want to have a victory in the morning, so I want to accomplish it. So you're going to pick out a physical activity for yourself that you could do right in your bedroom and get an exercise in real fast. Takes me, 2 minutes to do this stuff. Everybody has 2 minutes. All right. Your 4th DMO and your 5th DMO will be 2 things that help you improve the lives of you and your family around you. So, for example, one of mine is to make my bed. And everybody laughs at me when I tell them that. I'm like, I think making your bed is silly and ridiculous because you're just going to sleep in your bed a little while later. But I found out that my wife loves that I make the bed. She comes home to a nice made bed. It looks nice, all right? And she's all for sitting on the bed and doing her work and stuff and homework and whatever else. And it just makes her happier. So I just do it. And then you're going to come up with 2 tasks that are like that. Maybe you make sure your kitchen is clean and all the dishes are done every morning before you leave your house, or something else that improves the house and the lifestyle. Okay, it doesn't have to be something huge. But the idea is that you're going to have 5 victories by the time you leave the house in the morning, and nobody will ever be able to take that away from you. You are now a winner before you leave the house. That's the way you want to leave the house every day. And some, might sound cheesy, but it's true. You will feel great when you've accomplished all 5 DMOs. Then get on Voxer and Voxer your triad and say DMOs are done. Any other kind of pleasant messages you want to share with each other, motivate each other for the day, or DMO's done, whatever you guys want to do. But the key is you have to have it done by 9 a.m. your local time. I say that because we have teammates all over the country. And you want to notify your teammates by 9 a.m. If you forgot to do that Voxer by 9 a.m., the DMOs are all late. They're not done. And there's consequences. Okay, we'll talk about that in a second. But when you get your 5 DMOs done, announce them to your teammates and go about your day. Have an awesome day. Make sure you make the most of it, but you're going to feel amazing. You're going to have an awesome day. So what happens if you miss a DMO? Like, Dan, I didn't make my bed this morning. Well, I could not tell my teammates and nobody will ever know. Why would I want to sit with that guilt? Why would I do that? That's just stupid. It's absurd. All right. So I will Voxer my teammates. Hey teammates, I didn't make my bed this morning. Okay. You know what they're gonna say? Okay, no problem. Okay. So there's a consequence. My previous triads, we do 15 burpees, which is a particular exercise if you guys don't know what that is. And it's a difficult enough exercise to act as a deterrent, but nothing completely impossible. Okay. So when I'm laying in bed, I'm like, oh, I don't want to get up to do my DMOs. I'm like, you know what? I got to go do them because I don't feel like doing burpees. Good enough. Whatever the reason is, I'm getting out of bed. I'm going to go do what I got to go do. Okay. So if I forget to do something or I don't accomplish something, I'm honest. I'm impeccable to my word. You guys will start to learn what that means. And I tell my teammates. But it doesn't end there. If I were to say, you know what, I'm not going to tell them about it. Okay. Well, again, I don't want you to live with that conscience. But another thing is, well, your other two teammates will have to do the consequence also. And you guys will videotape yourselves doing the consequence with your cell phone. All right, just set the timer on or click the button and go, put yourself in front of it and record it. And then you're going to Facebook message it to each other. That's the easiest way to send a short video clip in a three-way Facebook messenger chat. It's the easiest way to send video. And it's quite entertaining. It's quite humorous to watch me do burpees, so my teammates usually enjoy it. But they got to do them too. And that acts as an additional deterrent for me to just lay in bed and say, screw it, I'm not going to go do my DMOs this morning. All right. So if I forget to make my bed and I, didn't do my push-ups and sit-ups, well, that's 2 DMOs that I didn't do. I got to do 30 burpees. If for whatever reason I don't send my Voxer message by 9 a.m. that all my DMOs are done, then they're all not done. And I got to do 75 burpees. Now that sounds insane to some people. Great. That only happened one time and it will never happen again. And I learned. The purpose of all this is to learn that there's accountability for the world around you when you are not performing to your best. And it's real. So when you decide to lay on the couch, prior to Herbalife and you're, getting unhealthy, whether it's fatter or lazier or weaker or whatever, it does affect the people in your world, all right, in your family or your friends. And now you're going to experience actual accountability. And it is wild. It is amazing because I don't want you guys to focus on all the consequences. I want you to focus on how much you guys are going to gain out of this. You're going to have 5 victories every morning that you never thought you could squeeze in. You're going to be reading the most amazing book and learn a lot about yourselves and 2 other amazing people as you discuss the book and learn about it from each other and what their perspectives are. And every day you're becoming better and better and better. That's the exciting part. Don't worry about the consequences. You want to, say, oh, I don't know about the consequences. Great. Then make sure you get all your stuff done. Well, Dan, I don't know if I can really get all. Sure you can. Why not? There's so many people that's re-signed up for this again. Why? Is it because they're better than you? No, it has nothing to do with it. It's because everybody does this at their own level and they accomplish their DMOs. The DMOs are not hard to do. So just get them done. I mean, if you're sitting there saying, well, I don't know about the consequences. Well, I had to make my bed. If I don't want to do the burpees, I'm going to make my bed. Simple, done. All right. So there's a lot to gain out of this. You will be talking with your teammates via Voxer every day. You don't have to get into conversation, just simply saying DMO's done. That's the minimum. Then once a week, you will have a book discussion about each agreement. So the first week is to get to know each other. And then each of the following 4 weeks, you discuss one of the agreements, the first agreement, the second agreement, etc. All right. And it's a 5-week project. It is amazing. You guys are going to love this. If you're worried about time commitments or, challenges or whatever, tell me now. Okay. So if I don't hear from you by Wednesday, all right, because we're going to get started on Thursday, I think. If I don't hear from you by Wednesday that you're, with that, whatever your concerns are, then you're in. Otherwise, contact me right away. Let me know what your concerns are. What we don't want is for you to bail. We don't want you to bail in the middle of this project. This isn't to scare you into saying, well, Dan, I'm just going to do the safe thing and not get involved. Don't do that. Challenge yourself. This is not a hard thing, but it's so amazing what you're going to get out of it. It's an opportunity. Be excited by it. Okay. We just don't want you to quit. We don't want you to bail out in the middle of this and leave two people hanging dry. Um, there will be challenges in doing this. I'm not going to lie to you. You know, when you got to coordinate with two other people and life happens and stuff like that, great. Just communicate with them and come to an agreement with the two other people about the workarounds. But the rules are 5 DMOs every day and a book discussion once a week, and play all out. Play all out. This is a game. Get as much out of it as you can. It is an amazing reward. You will see. So if anybody has any questions or concerns, please private message me or call me or Voxer me, whatever you want to do. All right, and I'll explain this to you. We'll discuss your specific concerns. But otherwise, I'm very excited. I'm going to be making the triads, and we're going to get started. So please get back to me by Wednesday night. Wednesday night. Thursday is when I'll make the teams, and then Friday we'll get started. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. All right. Don't worry about if you have a vacation coming up. Don't worry about if you have something else going on. Don't worry about that stuff. We all have that stuff, and you can still do all this stuff. I've done, I went on vacation and I actually made the bed in the hotel room because it was part of my DMOs. Silly, I know, but you know what? It felt awesome to stay impeccable to my word, and my partners appreciated it. All right. So let me know if you have any questions. Wednesday night is when I need to hear from everybody. Only if you have any concerns or challenges. Thursday, I will spend the day making the triads and make the announcements right away. And then Friday is when we're getting started. All right. So everybody in the meantime, make sure you get a copy of the book, and I'll look forward to hearing back from you. Have a wonderful day, everybody.